1979 was the year that Asteroids came out. So this one is another very iconic game. Not nearly as well known as, not quite as well known as Space Invaders, of course. It was Space Invaders was in a echelon of its own, but Asteroids was also a very good game, very fun game. It was developed by Atari as well. Became another one of the most successful games of its time. Not quite as successful as Space Invaders again, but used vector graphics, as you'll see here in a second. As far as its arcade units sold, it sold over 70,000 cabinets, which is the term used for an arcade machine. So just imagine, somewhere near 70,000 arcades buying this up. So yeah, it was a huge success. Now this one was a little bit different because it actually enabled you to move your ship in the center. Well, actually not constrained just to the center of the game, but you'll see here in a second how you actually control your ship and you fly around and shoot. And you can actually move the center. Clearly, because I'm not very good at it. Well, actually, I wonder if that will actually let me put my name in. Oh, it would not let me. All right, let's try that again. I'm honestly really terrible at this. Maybe not. Asteroid. Okay, so some other interesting things about Asteroid. There is technically what's called a no-kill screen, but a bug at 99,990 points will crash the game. Which is kind of funny. There's actually a lot of games back in the day that had various bugs similar to that. The game's iconic heartbeat-like background sound increases in tempo as the game gets harder, adding tension. So it has a similar approach that Space Invaders did as well, where although this one was intentional, where it would have the kind of speeding things up and trying to make things feel more tense. Now there is actually a hidden Easter egg in this. Was discovered years later. It was accessible by putting in a very specific series of controller inputs, and I actually have not been able to recreate it yet. I will be probably doing that on my own time to find that Easter egg. Asteroids influenced countless future games, spawned sequels like Asteroids Deluxe and Blasteroids. So another game that kind of really had a massive cultural impact, like a lot of the ones we were talking about in this series. It appeared in numerous movies, TV shows, and inspired later retro-themed games and merchandise. The world record for Asteroids has changed hands several times, with several players logging multi-day sessions using techniques called lurking, leaving one small asteroid to avoid spawning more threats. The physics engine, Asteroids featured Newtonian-style inertia-based movement, meaning once your ship moved, it would continue to move until you countered the momentum, which was incredibly advanced at the time. So that was very innovative, and I can actually show. So we'll kind of show that real quick. So when I move over here, I actually have the thruster off that whole time, and you can see it's indicated by the little flame on the back of the ship. And so this right here was a very creative new addition to have sustained momentum, which would be accurate for, well, mostly accurate for space movement. Because actually, if it was, but yeah, that was a pretty important little factor for this.